I think everyone who is a sportsman prefers to win a game based on the right decision of the referee and not based on a mistake.
Amnesty International, because this is what they have said. They've responded to FIFA's threats to sanction players who blaspheme. Justice said this: last-minute threats to sanction players for wearing messages in support.
When a decision is changed, it is already today unimaginable to think about football without VAR. It helps the referees.
Who respect our fans, who respect our culture, who respect the values that are European values, not only football values. And by my opinion, this idea is a spit in the face of all football lovers and our society as well. So we will not allow them to take it away from us.
What do you think, Rob? To replay or not to replay?
You can't replay because this is not the first goal that was a genuine goal. That was not.
Right, let's get back to Arsenal, see what's happening on the injury front. But more importantly, the free kick front. It is being lined up. Who's going to take it, Mert?
No, if it's Rice and Odegaard over, it's about 25 yards out left of the goal. For me, it's for Rice to bend it over the wall. He bends it. What a goal!
Did you see?
Oh my! He's in his free kick and he's bent it into the top corner. It's a phenomenal free kick. Oh my God! Rice, baby! Wow! Wow! What a goal! Honestly, I can't explain. The first one was.
And we've got some breaking news for you on that One Love logo and the use of it by England, and that is Sky Sports News can confirm reports that FIFA has yet to sanction England over in Qatar. The FA announced on Wednesday that England, along with other European nations taking part in the World Cup, will wear that rainbow captain's armband during the tournament as part of an anti-discrimination initiative and in support of the LGBTQ+ community. There was a talk, conversation as to whether FIFA would allow it, but as yet they have not sanctioned England's use of it. And just a reminder that it is all because same-sex relations are illegal in Qatar, and although tournament organisers have confirmed that gay fans attending the World Cup will be free to book hotel rooms together and won't be criticised for or criminalised, for example, for holding hands in the street, there are ongoing concerns from the LGBTQ+ community as to how welcome they will be at the World Cup. But Sky Sports News, as of now, FIFA has yet to sanction England's use of that arm.
Worry for the Premier League is a lot of the Premier League teams decided not to allow or go with the automated VAR.
Of human rights and equality is the latest example of FIFA failing to fully uphold its own values and responsibilities. Sport does not happen in a vacuum.
Wow, Jody Morris, what a night it was at Molineux. Great to have you with me, mate. It's still very much, as the Arsenal fans watching will know, in Arsenal's hands. However, for the first time, it is also in Manchester City's hands. Is this now Pep's title to lose, if I phrase it that way?
Yes, I suppose you can say that. I mean, that's purely in the running, it has to be. But this is not a Man City team that we're used to seeing in previous seasons. I know last year they wasn't great. But again, this year, I don't think they've performed to the levels that Pep is used to his teams performing at. And I think there's been plenty of periods and opportunities during the season already this year where they've had opportunities to close gaps and they've fallen themselves. I think it's been that type of season, and that's the reason why I still believe that it'll be Arsenal that will get over the line, because of how vulnerable this City team are defensively.
We heard from Bukayo Saka there. He says Arsenal's players are not feeling the pressure. Do you genuinely believe him when you watch the last couple of performances?
No, I don't. But that's not to say that I'm knocking him for saying that. I think as a player, and you should be coming out saying those things. And listen, they might not be feeling it and openly talking about it. It might just be a subconscious thing. I just believe that if you ain't feeling pressure now, considering what's happened in previous seasons, then when will you feel pressure? Because, I mean, they all of them want to get over the line and want to get this monkey off your back, if you like. And I believe that Arsenal will do it this year because of how strong their squad is.
How do you think Mikel Arteta manages, quite literally manages, the situation of this pressure cooker now within his squad?
Well, I think first and foremost, he's got experience in this area that before. A lot of the squad have got experience in this area where they have fallen away. I mean, a lot of critics have pointed the finger at Arsenal previously, and I believe maybe 3 years ago they can say that from where they kind of fell off a cliff a little bit towards the end. But Arsenal was still getting stick when I think it was either last season or season before where they won sort of like 8 or 9 games of their last 10 or 11. It's like, that's not a team that's fallen away. I believe if they do something similar this season, then I think they'll end up winning the league. But I believe Arteta will do similar to what he done, I think, when he spoke after they lost against Man United. And he just said, look, we need to gather our thoughts, make sure that we park that poor result against Man United. And they went to Leeds a few days later and absolutely spanked them. So I believe we'll get something similar from Arsenal.
And look, let's be completely honest. Manchester City are not really convincing anyone, are they, as well? And since the turn of the year, they have picked up exactly the same number of points as Arsenal in those 8 games. It's 13 from a possible 24. I mean, that's mid-table form. But come on, those guys would have been watching the game last night. Pep won't admit it, the City players won't admit it, but they would have been dancing around their living rooms thinking this is now a chance for us. And they will be thinking, will they not, Jody? This is Arsenal's. The heads have gone it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what you need to be like spreading throughout that Man City dressing room. They'll be reminding themselves, saying, look, we've been in this position before, we've been behind Arsenal, and we've managed to get in front of them. But again, as I said, I believe that Arsenal have got enough in the tank to keep City at bay.
Yeah. Right, let's get to the fans, shall we? Because Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, our app, which of course discovers true fan opinion. And to have your say on your club, download is Jamie Kent, Arsenal fan. Jamie, good morning to you. There's a lot of heat, as I'm sure you're aware. I don't know what the phone's been saying overnight, coming your way. And of course, the Arsenal supporters' way as well. There's even people saying you've got to rename the dog Win at the training ground. Well, how are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, look, yesterday it was great for, an hour. And after that, I had no idea what happened. It's a performance in which you can't get away from it. Arteta said to yourself, take it on the chin. It was cowardly. It was pathetic at times. You've gone to a team with all due respect, might be the worst in Premier League history at this rate. And you've kind of gone 2 up and gone, that'll do. We've seen City, Liverpool go to these sort of games in the past and get 3, 4, 5, get goal difference up. And for some reason, we just set up differently and thought, yeah, that'll do. And you can't do it in the Premier League, even against a team like Wolves. And like Arteta said, take it on the chin. It's our fault. We've now got to respond. And what a game on Sunday to do it against Spurs. But before that, questions all around the club, for sure.
Do you feel that pressure inside? Just explain what's going on inside that body this morning, Jamie, because is it the same thing as what's happening inside the Arsenal players when you